Yo, what's good, fam? Before we dive into today's insane story, I need you to do something real quick. Smash that like button right now. And here's a question for you. If you were trapped on a burning ship in the middle of a war zone, what would you do? Drop your answer in the comments. And hey, stick around till the end, because we're gonna break down what this means for global shipping. All right, let's get into it. Picture this. You're out in the middle of the Red Sea, just doing your job, hauling liquefied natural gas across the ocean. Suddenly, boom, a drone slams into your ship. Flames erupt everywhere. Panic sets in. Your crew scrambles to send out a distress call. And the worst part? No one's coming to save you. Yet. This isn't some Hollywood movie. This is real life. And it just happened to 24 Pakistani sailors, including their captain, who are now trapped on a burning gas tanker off the coast of Yemen. So here's what went down. According to Pakistan's Mint Mirror newspaper, this liquefied natural gas tanker set sail from Ras Abbas Port in Iran. 27 crew members on board, just another routine voyage across the Red Sea, or so they thought. On September 7, 2025, as they approached the waters near Hodeidah, Yemen, something catastrophic happened. A drone strike, direct hit. The ship caught fire immediately, and the crew had to make a desperate video plea to their own government, begging for urgent intervention before things got even worse. Now here's where it gets really crazy. For days, nobody knew who launched that drone. Was it the Houthis? Was it some rogue militant group? Nope. Pakistan's interior minister came out and dropped a bombshell. The drone was Israeli. Let's break this down, because this is where things get geopolitical AF. The Red Sea has become a war zone. Ever since politics sailed into these waters on the back of a warship, ships have been desperately searching for a safe passage that only exists on maps. But reality is way more brutal. This tanker, carrying highly flammable LNG, became the latest casualty in what's turning into a full-blown international chess match. And it's not just about one ship anymore, it's about WHO attacked it, and why. Israeli drones hitting a Pakistani crewed ship in Yemeni waters. That's not just a random attack, that's a message. A calculated move in a much bigger game. The Pakistani Foreign Ministry confirmed that the crew is safe for now and that the ship is making its way out of Yemeni waters. Pakistan's embassies are in contact with relevant authorities in Yemen to ensure the sailors return home safely. But let's be real. Safe is a relative term when you're navigating through one of the most dangerous waterways on the planet. Now, why does this matter? Why should you care about a tanker attack halfway across the world? Because the Red Sea is one of the most critical shipping routes on Earth. We're talking about a passage that handles massive amounts of global trade. Oil, gas, goods, you name it. When ships can't safely pass through here, prices go up. Supply chains break down. Economies feel the heat. And this latest attack? It's just one of many. The Red Sea has become a testing ground for drone warfare, proxy conflicts, and geopolitical power plays. Iran, Israel, Saudi Arabia, the Houthis, the US Navy. Everyone's got a piece of this chaotic puzzle. What's terrifying is that this isn't just about military strategy anymore. It's about civilians caught in the crossfire. 24 sailors who were just trying to do their jobs now find themselves in the middle of an international incident. And let's talk about the bigger implications. If Israeli drones are now targeting ships in the Red Sea, what does that mean for the future of maritime security? How do shipping companies protect their crews? How do nations respond when their citizens are attacked in international waters? Here's what the experts are saying. This attack highlights the extreme vulnerabilities in the global shipping industry. Ships are sitting ducks in high-risk zones. They're slow, they're massive, and they can't defend themselves against drone strikes. The shipping industry is now facing an existential crisis. How do you ensure a ship that could be blown up at any moment? How do you convince sailors to risk their lives for a paycheck? How do governments protect their nationals when international waters have become a free-for-all? According to maritime security analysts, the Red Sea situation is a preview of what's coming. Drone technology is cheap, accessible, and devastatingly effective. Any state or non-state actor with a few $1,000s and some technical know-how can now project power across hundreds of miles. And that's terrifying for global trade. Pakistan's response has been measured but firm. They're working diplomatic channels, coordinating with Yemen, and ensuring their sailors get home. But behind the scenes, there's got to be some serious conversations happening about how to respond to what is essentially an act of aggression against Pakistani nationals. So what happens now? Where does this story go from here? First, expect increased naval presence in the Red Sea. Countries are going to beef up security for their commercial vessels. We might see more armed escorts, more surveillance, more military patrols. Second, this is going to impact insurance rates and shipping costs. Companies are going to think twice before sending ships through these waters, which means delays, reroutes, and higher prices for consumers worldwide. Third, and this is the big one, this attack sets a precedent. If Israel can strike a ship in Yemeni waters without major international backlash, what's stopping other countries from doing the same? We could be entering a new era of maritime conflict where the old rules just don't apply anymore. The Red Sea has always been strategic, but now it's become a battlefield. Every ship that passes through is rolling the dice. Every crew member is putting their life on the line. And for those 24 Pakistani sailors, they're just trying to get home. They're the human face of this geopolitical nightmare. Here's the bottom line. The Red Sea is no longer just a shipping route. It's a laboratory for modern warfare. It's where drones replace missiles, where proxy groups fight superpower battles, and where civilian ships become collateral damage. This attack on the Pakistani tanker isn't an isolated incident. It's a symptom of a much larger problem. As long as the Middle East remains a powder keg of competing interests, the Red Sea will continue to burn. The story isn't over, not by a long shot. More ships will pass through these waters, more attacks will likely happen, and more lives will hang in the balance. The question is, what are we going to do about it? How do we protect global trade without escalating military tensions? How do we keep sailors safe without turning the Red Sea into a full-blown war zone? These are the questions that keep policymakers up at night. And these are the questions that affect all of us, whether we realize it or not. All right, fam, that's the story. 24 Pakistani sailors trapped on a burning gas tanker after an Israeli drone strike in the Red Sea. It's wild, it's dangerous, and it's a sign of where global conflict is heading. So here's what I need from you. Drop a comment and tell me, do you think this attack was justified? Do you think Israel had a legitimate target, or were these sailors innocent victims? Let's debate in the comments. And if you made it this far, you're awesome. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you never miss an update, and share this video with someone who needs to know what's really happening in the Red Sea. Stay informed, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.